Okay, let's talk about what I think works for a large team structure. And so up top, we see a CTO slash CPO. So it could actually be a person that's more technology focused or more product focused. But in either case, this sort of gets melded together up at the top. The ideal leader has aspects of both, or at least an understanding of both sides. And frankly, if they're a CTO and they don't understand the business, then, the organization's in trouble. Similarly, from a chief product officer side, they don't understand something about technology, organization's in trouble. But from there, you'll actually see sort of an alternation. If you go from CTO down, now you've got directors of product management, or again, VPs, whatever title it is. And then you've got a layer of engineering managers. And then down below that, back over to product management, and then down to actual individual contributor developers. But now it should be noted these PMs at this layer are individual contributors as well in many ways. If we look from the bottom up, what we can really see is that each of these engineering managers is essentially a team CTO. They are the CTO of their little team. They've got multiple PMs, and remember, in the construct I like to propose, a PM is both a product manager, a project manager, and does QA for their little team. So they've got that resource, and then that PM is responsible for multiple developments. The ratio I actually like to see here is 3-to-1 or 4-to-1. And that sounds low, but when you consider that this PM is being asked to do product management, project management, and QA, then I think it becomes more realistic. And you get a high quality, you think, oh, QA, that's so easy. Couldn't that be outsourced? Well, up to a point, but better than outsourcing is, of course, QA automation, which developers should be responsible for. When it comes to the QA that's left, that's actually, does this product, this new feature that we literally just built, does it do what it's supposed to do? That, I think, falls back to the product manager who wrote it up. Who else can decide that it did what they asked for? So that, I think, is all owned here. Then you've got the engineering manager that's effectively the team CTO, who is helping from a tech architecture level down within their team and just responsible for that overall leadership. Why do they roll into a director or VP or whatever of product management? Because effectively, these folks are heads of product lines, or heads of businesses. You could tie P&L here at this layer, if it made sense. And I think quite often it does make sense to have P&L responsibility, at that layer. And so effectively you've got like a head of a business, and that their little CTO or CTOs, those CTOs report to them. And so it's like a little miniature company down below, all rolling up, from there. What this structure avoids, that sort of sometimes the matrix or cross-functional structures you see, the problem they run into is fiefdoms, and you get into, well, who's my boss kinds of situations. That's never the case here, because it's a very clear hierarchy. Maybe that's a bit old school, but it works. And how do we know it works? Well, it works at a high performance level in every small and mid-sized team I've seen. And you better believe I've proposed this at larger organizations I've been at. I think that this is the way to go. We've also seen examples of high-performance organizations that are built generally in this construct. And so this is what I would recommend if one is ever getting to the large size, a way to do it right.